The Sahelian belt in North Africa is where climate change has hit the hardest. A wounded frontier, which holds stories of men and women struggling to survive in one of the harshest environments on the planet. This is the front line of the global warming crisis, and it has contributed to the greatest human migration ever witnessed on Earth. Here, the encroaching desert has fueled the cycle of poverty and provided a breeding ground for the terrorist groups such as Al-Qaeda and Boko Haram. At the end of one world and the beginning of another is a land of encounters known as the Sahel. In recent years, climate change and desertification have severely degraded the land here. Temperatures are rising faster than anywhere else on Earth, and families struggle to overcome the threshold of war, terrorism, and the slow dissolution of their traditional nomadic lives. Here, survival is a talent and an exercise anchored to life. But people have never lost hope. I've come to northern Senegal, where the Sahel has started to come back to life again. Resilience has manifested itself in the Great Green Wall, an emerging wonder changing lives on the African continent. A dream to grow a wall of trees and plants across the entire width of Africa, to bring life back to the Sahel and provide a solution to the migrant crisis. My name is Reza Pakravan. I'm a writer and filmmaker. I travel to remote parts of our planet, documenting the experiences of indigenous people whose lives have been impacted by environmental issues. The Great Green Wall started as an ambitious plan of planting a wall of trees across the continent. But in recent years, the plan has evolved, and land management has become an integral part of the project, aiming to restore degraded land in the region.
L'importance de la Grande Muraille Verte, c'est pas seulement planter pour planter, non. Mais aussi, c'est d'abord créer les conditions de vie, c'est-à-dire de biodiversité. Il y a des problèmes aussi de mortalité, vous voyez. Cet arbre est déjà mort, vous voyez. Avec le repos du sol et aussi l'impact de la clôture, pour pouvoir avoir une régénération.
Le seul capital de ces populations dans cette zone, c'est surtout la terre. Aujourd'hui, la dégradation de ces terres, qui est amenée par cette désertification, fait que ces populations ne parviennent pas à avoir des activités telles que l'agriculture, l'élevage, l'arboriculture. Mais qui dit pauvreté dans une zone, ça veut dire que les gens vont se déplacer. Donc cela va amener la migration. Les populations vont se déplacer, aller voir ailleurs où vraiment ils puissent survivre.
So has the plantation impacted the quality of the soil?
Aujourd'hui, avec ces plantations, vous voyez que les arbres sont en train de fixer le sol et ils jouent un rôle très important dans l'érosion éolienne et l'érosion hydrique.
La Grande Muraille Verte n'est pas un mur, ce n'est pas un mur d'arbres, c'est en fait une mosaïque d'activités.
On a constaté que beaucoup d'espèces ont disparu. Donc maintenant, au fur et à mesure qu'on installe, qu'on fait des plantations, il y a le retour de certaines espèces. Notre activité, c'est de faire revenir la végétation.
Le rôle que nous avons, faire en sorte que ces populations qui vivent maintenant dans la pauvreté, qu'on puisse leur donner des revenus, des activités qui leur permettent de rester vivre dans ces zones-là.
Since starting the plantation and the introduction of land management in 2010, the soil has improved significantly. people can now grow fruit and vegetables and feed their livestock. Those previously forced to find new pastures or migrate to cities are now staying. The Great Green Wall has not only restored the degraded land, but has also created jobs and food security. Climate change in the Sahel is not an abstraction, it's a part of everyday life. At the center of the continent is Lake Chad, which in recent decades has shrunk by 90%. As the desert encroaches ever further, families find it increasingly difficult to find a living out of fishing and farming. Currently, over 10 million people are reliant upon aid to survive. This is one of the biggest humanitarian catastrophes on Earth. Boko Haram have taken advantage of the cycle of poverty, recruiting people with the promise of money and food. They burned villages and killed those who resisted. Actually, they forced you to work for 1 month. Did they put a gun to your head? How long did you stay in Nigeria and how was life like under Boko Haram? So, let me get this right. They attack your village and threaten everyone to join them, and you left your husband and you joined Boko Haram? Yeah. Oh, I'm really sorry. So your husband actually died while you were in captivity? Yeah, they put you in the cage with other women and they lock you there. This is so brutal. You know, they capture you and taking you away from your family. What happened to your children? In West Africa, up to 80% of the population live in rural areas. Struggling families move away from their homes in search of new fertile land. Youth unemployment is an enormous problem across the Sahel and a massive driver of migration. But those in search of a better life in Europe also fuel human trafficking in Niger. Niger has become the principal hub for illegal migrants journeying to Libya and on to Europe. At the center of it is the ancient city of Agadez, where the human smuggling trade is booming. For many, this is the starting point of a perilous journey across deserts and seas.
200 francs CFA.
200 francs CFA. How many euros is that?
Less than 50 cents euro.
And this is the life support machine.
That's
basically that's
the safety belt.
That's their life depending on this.
Yeah.
3 days.
3 days on this.
Yeah, 3 days.
They go to Libya.
All them.
Tu vas faire en ligne. Chercher le travail. Okay. He's going to look for work. Yeah.
No, buy that you go put it. Buy. Now, please, yeah. Sit down.
11 hours of driving,
Yeah.
no stop.
No stop.
Are you ready for tomorrow? 11 hours in this position. Ready?
Très bien.
Libya, huh? Libya. This is intense, really, really intense. Look how many people are in this truck. The Great Green Wall promises new opportunities to communities across the Sahel. Now, more and more countries across the region are joining to support this incredible initiative. The project promises to restore 100 million hectares of degraded land, offsetting 250 million tons of carbon and generating 10 million jobs. How this target is going to be achieved remains to be seen. Certainly, the success of the Great Green Wall depends upon its commercial viability. Local communities will only buy into it if they see its commercial benefits. Regardless, the Great Green Wall is the beginning of a new positive era for the people of the Sahel.